Hi, I'm Una. Welcome back to my channel. Today I have an update for my APICO project pan, which is a project that I created. I have a whole video about it and some Instagram kind of graphics to help understand if you're interested. I also have a spreadsheet that has details about all of the prompts that are involved, but basically it's based off of the bee game APICO. You complete certain prompts to unlock new prompts, just as the kind of crossbreeding and undiscovering new bees works in the game. So I've been working on 5 prompts, 5 different kinds of bees. The prompts are based off of the qualities of the bees in the game, and I have met one goal, but I'm not rolling anything new in because I haven't unlocked any new bees, if that makes sense. So the 5 bees that I've been working on are the drowsy bee, the dream bee, the vibrant bee, the verdant bee, and the misty bee. These are all in tier 2. So I already finished tier 1 and now I'm in tier 2. So yeah, let's get into it. First, for the drowsy bee, the prompt is something that wakes you up. So I was working on my Glossier concealer. This is my favorite concealer, and my goal was to use it to about the 1/3 area, and I feel like I've pretty much accomplished that. Maybe a little bit less than that, but it's very sloped, so I'm gonna call it, especially because it's been a month and a half since my last update, and I think this is plenty good progress. It's already really easy for me to use this, so it's not like I need to focus on it too much. But I was also thinking I wanted to switch back over to my other concealer that I also worked on in this project earlier in the year, just to familiarize myself with it, because I think it's a lot closer to being finished and I would like to finish it next year. So yeah, I figured this was a good time to roll this out. I really have, I think, gotten to that 1/3 mark, especially if you count kind of the middle area. So I'm really happy with my progress with that. And so that is my goal achieved for the dream bee, or the drowsy bee rather. I've also used this 28 times since the last update, which I think is pretty good. That's in addition to 14 uses the update before that. So yeah, pretty good. I think pretty good progress. I'm not gonna add that up right now. I probably should, but a lot of uses. I've now used this concealer over 240 times total, so I'm really happy with my use on this, and I think it's time to switch to my other one. So yeah, next I'm going to do the verdant bee. The prompt for this is something with kind of a cross formula, an interesting formula. This is a super shock shadow, which is kind of a cross between a cream and a powder. This is the shade Ritz. My goal for this is to expand the pan. I have used this 7 times, but I haven't really expanded the pan very much, so this is gonna stay in. I do find this hard to use because the reflect is very silver, but the base is not, the base is very neutral, almost yellow. So often I do one or the other. I do a look where a silver would work, or I do a work where a neutral or a yellow would work, a neutral brown would work, and I don't really have a place for this in either of those. I also find that it's just not as sparkly as I want it to be. I find it hard to get the sparkle on my eye. So yeah, not my favorite, but it is pretty. It's just not as punchy as I really want it to be, and as I kind of thought it would be when I got it. I don't know if it was sparklier when I first got it and it has dried out a little bit, or what. The texture seems fine. But yeah, anyway, this is staying in with 7 uses, as I said, and I'm just gonna see how far I can get in that goal, and then maybe if I've used it a ton of times and there's still no pan expansion, I'll call it. But for now, I've only used it 7 times, and I would still like to use it. It is a pretty shade, it's just my habits don't align with it, so that's all right. Next is the vibrant bee, and the prompt for this is a powdery product, or a loose product. So for this, I rolled in, oh my gosh, I put it in a different palette, I forgot. I rolled in an Anastasia Beverly Hills eyeshadow, which are pretty famous for being powdery, and this one is no exception. This is the shade Love Letter. This is, oh my gosh, these are so hard to hold. I always get them all over my fingers. This is what it's looking like right now. So I've used this 4 times since rolling it in. My goal is 25 uses, so not a lot, but I'm still kind of getting into the habit of wearing makeup more, and definitely I've lost some of my nerve to wear very colorful makeup. I definitely will wear very sparkly makeup, but I tend to keep it pretty neutral, or like my neutrals, which is like grays, not like grays, like cool tone browns, warm tone browns, yellows and purples, and some peaches. Like those are my neutrals. And I will wear very sparkly shades. I will wear duochrome shades, but the like bright kind of berry is a little bit out of my comfort zone, so I haven't worn it a lot. I'm hoping to, as I get back into the habit of wearing makeup more, really try to expand that comfort zone again, because I definitely did wear this shade many times out. It's totally wearable in the outer corner. Like, it's really totally fine. It's just like, I got really into this after not wearing makeup regularly for a long time. I've definitely gotten into habits and lost, like I said, lost a little bit of my nerve for wearing brighter colors out, which I used to do and is totally doable. Anyway, so that's just a personal thing that I'm working on. But yeah, totally fine with that shade. It is a nice shade, even though it's like 7 years old at this point. So I would like to get some more pan expansion. I probably won't ever use it all up on my eyes. I might like do a Franken blush thing, which I know a lot of people have done, but before then I'd love to get some more use on it while it's still performing pretty well. Next is the Misty Bee. The prompt for this is a mist or a spray. So I have one spray in my collection. It's the NYX Dewy Finish setting spray. My goal is to use this 25 times. I have used it 13 times, so I'm more than halfway there, I think. Yeah, slightly more than halfway there. I didn't like bring this with me when I traveled, so obviously I lost some use there. I do believe I will have this goal met by next update, and I'm glad that I've gotten in the habit of using this again, because I think it's coming up on about a year old and probably not half finished, but like I said, didn't wear makeup for a while and definitely was not in the habit of using this, so it's always good to be in the habit of it, really evaluate whether or not I need a setting spray. I do kind of like it, especially when I'm wearing a lot of cream products and I just kind of want to, I don't know, let it all kind of simmer together. I don't know that it actually makes a difference, so that's maybe something I'll be looking for as I continue to use it, but yeah, we're working on it. And finally, the Dream Bee, which is something that I used to dream about or wanted for a really long time. For that, I rolled in this split liner in Grapevine from Glisten Cosmetics. So it's got 2 shades of purple. I have not used this a single time since the last update. Again, this is because I haven't worn a lot of makeup and I don't have a great tolerance for wearing kind of what I consider to be more bold, more colorful, more striking makeup out, other than sparkly. I'm fine with sparkles, duochromes, like I said, totally fine, but definitely like graphic liner is not something that I feel particularly good at, although there are definitely some ways that I like to use it, like with little dots or just little accents that I can feel it pretty good about, but I just haven't really been there. And I've thought like, oh, I should use this, but it just has never really worked out, or it's like on a day where my like makeup look wouldn't go with a purple or something. So I have used this twice in the project and my goal is 15 uses. So I'm not nowhere, but I'm not getting there very fast. So I thought about maybe mixing, like shifting this out for a different one of these liners or a different product entirely. I think I'm gonna keep it in for now. Maybe if I end up using one of the other liners, I'll count that towards my goal of like using these, because I bought a bunch of these at the same time. I bought like 7 of them. So I think any uses on any of them would be kind of fulfilling that prompt, but that's where I'm at. So those are my 5 products. One is rolling out, nothing is rolling in because I have not yet achieved the unlocking of a new bee. So by finishing the prompt for the Drowsy Bee, I have gotten halfway there on the Stubborn, Domesticated, and Twilight Bees. So if I hit another goal by my next update, for example, the Misty Bee, I wouldn't be able to roll anything in either because that unlocks halfway to the Worker Bee and the Hermit Bee. So it'll be a couple updates before I roll anything in, but that's actually fine with me. I have a lot of like reorganization going on by the end of the year, finishing up other products and projects. So it's kind of nice to have this be a small project with just 4 items, which is like totally fine. And as you can see, it's not like I'm excelling with just the 4 items anyway, so maybe narrowing it down even a little more might, I don't know, help me focus in on them. But we will see. I will probably update this in December. It's currently November 27th, and my last update was September 28th, so I said a month and a half. It's been straight up 2 months since my last update was filmed. It was posted after it was posted in November, but I might update at the end of December or honestly at the beginning of January. We'll see. And yeah, thanks so much to everyone who participated in this. I don't know that anyone else is still participating because I kind of dropped off the face of the panning world for a while, and I totally get that. But thank you for being supportive and kind and everything, and a couple of people have said that they started playing the game because of this project, which is so exciting. It's a really great game. They continue to update it and change it, and I haven't played it in a while. I think last time I played it was probably like 3 months ago, but there's so much more stuff since the last time I was like really deep in it, and it's so fun. It's kind of addicting because you don't have to sleep, so you can just, like, in the game, in real life you do have to sleep, but in the game you don't have to sleep, so you can just like play like 4 days without like even realizing that the time is passing, and things like that. So yeah, super fun. I am committed to this project. When I started it, I thought that it would probably take a couple years to get through all 36 prompts, which is my goal, and I'm fine with that. And sure enough, it's coming on a year and I've gotten through 5 prompts. So I hope it won't take me another year to get through another 5. That would be really long, but this year has been unique for me in terms of panning. I want to say, maybe this isn't the video for it, but this has been like my worst panning, not like my worst, but like one of my worst panning years, but it's been like one of the best years of my life. So I'm not at all like sad or down, like it's just like busy. So yeah. It's kind of funny to go between those two. Like, it's been a great year. It's been a really bad year for panning for me. But anyway, I'd love to make more progress on this project next year. But I do like doing a little bit heftier of goals. I don't want this project to be just usage goals, although I think that that's super useful. I just don't want that to be this project for me. I just like the sense of accomplishment. Like, crossbreeding a bee in this game can take like many tries. Like, it can be hard. You have to time it perfectly. They have to be in the right environment. Like, it can be hard and frustrating. And so I wanted this project to kind of reflect that level of accomplishment and difficulty. So I'm doing fine. I'm gonna hang in there. If you would like to join, please feel free at any point if you want to modify it, if you want to make it all usage goals, if you want to just like work through the prompts without the crossbreeding, like do whatever, have fun with it. If you're interested, I would love to have you join. If you're interested in the game, play it. It's really fun. If you like Stardew Valley, you will love it. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. I definitely got kind of rambly there at the end, but it's really fun to talk and think about panning and things. So yeah, I appreciate you all for being here and watching this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.